Then we pray for the grace to achieve that destiny. And when you come to Namugongo, it's even better. Because you come to a place where there are living examples of those who have followed in footsteps and made it. That's why when we are moving towards the church, the two pictures of Charles Mwanga and the Kizito, the boss and the youngest, will be before us. When they look at us, they are telling you, indeed, you have come to just continue the journey. But don't fear, it is possible. But not only it is possible, but they also give us the method of being successful, staying faithful up to the end. We ask ourselves, are we faithful up to the end? That's an answer we answer from deep in our hearts. They'll be looking at you as we are moving towards the church and saying, my daughter, my son, don't you fear. I have done it. And they are even simpler than us. These are people who are not educated. People who will not even hear English. Maybe you cannot even write the local language. But once they had a firm heart, we praise them every day. How strong is your heart? Especially in moments of trial. Not every day is the same. Even now as we stand here, I'm sure we have worries, okay? But these are the situations in which we have to witness our faith. How did you react and stand yesterday when the postman master scolded you? Remember? How did you stand the other time when you got sick? Was it a moment of doubt? These people were not only sick, but they were accused and they were both died. But they said, whatever happens, it is me and my God. And we leave this place after having made that decision. And the decisions we make them in the death day of our living, okay? Yes. The way we speak, the moment of pain, the way we react, that's when we do our martyrdom. Witnessing to Christ in moments when it's difficult. The steps we are going to make from here to the church are going to be steps deep in our heart, okay? And it will be a moment pronounced in silence. All that I need to live here, which is holding my feet to move faster towards the destiny where they are. And by that I mean all the things I carry in my heart, which make me not a perfect follower of Christ. So as we are moving to the church, we can be saying anger is one of them, okay? Anger, not so. Jealousy, not so. What is? What is? You carry in our heart. Envy, and what is? Lust, and what is? What is? Eh? Alcohol.
Pride.
Alcohol, not so. Greed, not so. Then pride, not so. What about doubt? Eh? What about despising others? I may not be proud, but I can despise others. Not so. And then you're playing against the image of God. Okay? And in that way, there's a gossip also, not so. Gossip is there. You tell a lie to the postman master. If it was about you, it was about the other. Okay? And the poor postman master also has to judge. You see how we try to destroy each other. Okay? And this year, there is something the church is invited to celebrate. It's the year of hope, remember. When we come here, that's one of the elements we go vowing to uphold. There are many things we forget in our life. And when we come in a moment of trial, we even forget that we are 40, 50 years old. And when I say I'm 40, okay, 50 years old, what does it mean? Even if I'm 20, what does that mean? God has been gracious to you, not so. Some people do that they do. So you say, how old are you? 11. 22. God has been gracious to you for 22 years, okay? And if you don't understand, look back at the village where you come from, okay? And you see the comparison of your life with the people who are there. So when something strikes you, say, God, where are you? God, why have I abandoned you? Papa, He has been walking with you for 22 years. Can we lose hope now? So today we are going to reaffirm that God has been with me. Today, I will never lose hope. When you lose hope, you totally get in the hands of the evil one. You know that? When you lose hope, the other one is there to uphold you. Today we say, God, you have been gracious. And I have a line of testimonies. I will stand with you. When you look in the Bible, there are people who appreciated the hand of God in their life. And they said, Lord, how can you pay back? Remember, does God eat a goat? Have you ever seen God eating a goat? What about the angels eating chicken? Now, if we desire to pay back God for goodness, what do we do? Jesus gave us the answer. What can I do, God, after doing good to me? He says, God do the same. Remember? Go Andy. That's what the answer. So now we people who see that God has been gracious to us, we go back from Namugongo with a duty, okay? Go and be gracious and good to others. So the moment you start gossiping about others, blackmailing others, you know indeed you have not shown your appreciation for what God has done to you, okay? So today, we are going to make a second vow. I'm going to be a source of blessing to others, okay? I am going to be a source of hope to one another. When you reach the basilica, you are going to go through a door. The door of hope, the holy door is there. Okay? We shall be concluding our determination. So when you go through there, you have left all what is contrary to the gospel behind, and you have been moving, gathering courage. So you go through the door to pray for God's grace upon you. Live what you have come to attain. So a pilgrimage is a movement from where you are to something new, okay? You are going to be a people full of hope, a people who appreciate God's hand in our lives. When we take the truth, for sure, we shall have done a good pilgrimage, okay? And the fruits of the pilgrimage should be that there must be a new aroma. You know the new aroma? You know the new smell, remember? Which comes from you. Portraying the new spirit in you, okay? And this can be done very simply. If everybody comes to you to listen to the gospel about the gospel master, today you say, I don't have that time, okay? If everybody is expecting you to give a bad word all the time, today you say, I'm going to give a consoling word, okay? And for the ladies and the men, if every day I'm the one bringing the new gossip in the community, okay? From inside and from outside today. That's the new aroma, okay? We should be a people who uphold one another. A people who respect one another, okay? Let that also be a fruit of our pilgrimage. And all that is possible because the two you are going to be looking at us have been successful. For you it's also possible. So we are going to move towards the church. And we are going to move like Moses, remember? When Moses was in the Holy Land, he put up his feet, okay? Why don't we put up our feet on this Holy Land of the Uganda Martyrs and bring the Spirit of God together? For those who wish, you can put up your shoes and we march. The ground is very clean, there's nothing which is not piercing, okay? It's all surface. And let that be a sign of surrender. God, here I am today. Grant me the grace to go back